ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is that time of the week. It's time to talk wrestling here at the Dominican Dropkick. It's your boy Gabe.
And Michelle Cuevas.
Yo, I actually did my job today and I wore a wrestling shirt.
Oh, I have my Bootio shirt on, so
Yeah.
fit check.
Hey, yeah. Nah, this is game.
Let me see yours. Is that Big Show on it?
Yeah, this is AEW Road Rager.
Oh, did you see that he signed with AEW again?
Oh, Big Show.
Yeah, recently, he just signed a new contract within the last few days.
I mean, he's doing he does commentary and different things for them. I don't see why not.
Oh, so he's not physically wrestling anymore?
Fuck no. He still does indie appearances every now and then, but for the most part, no, he does not wrestle. But
so he lost weight.
Yeah, I mean he had to, cause think about it. When he was wrestling, he had to be a certain size, but now that he's done, he could be good. But you hear me good? I sound good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
good.
okay. I'm just making sure. But yeah, this is the first ever live wrestling show that I ever went to actually. This was in the James L. Knight Center's always been called that, right? The name never changed.
Yeah.
So it was
the name never changed.
What,
I think I took you to a concert there once.
2 Chainz. We went to see 2 Chainz there.
Yeah, that's when
the Hyatt. That was when
the first album he did. I
think. That's when 2 Chainz was hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, that album. That actually maybe I should probably listen to that album tonight while I work out because that album every song is fire.
Yeah. He was on a run. But not the Fillmore, the Hyatt, the James L. Knight Center. I went there and I seen AEW
I think I took you there.
Road Rager, and it was really dope because it was the first match. It was Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall, who's one of another guy from AEW. They had a South Beach. They had a strap match. You know, when they do and they got to touch all four corners.
Yeah. But usually, I've seen those matches I seen an old school one where they had the strap match, but it was also an I Quit match, and it was an old school wrestling. It was like at least 70s or 80s, and he hits the guy with the microphone, bah, and he goes, say it, and he goes, never.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. The strap match is always you left, you froze. All right, you're back.
That was weird.
You're back. But it's funny because the strap match is always it's always a good stipulation. Honestly, strap match, dog collar match. I remember when as I got older, I started to get back into older wrestling, and I was watching a lot of ECW, and ECW used to have this tag team called the Pitbulls. And it was Pitbull 1 and Pitbull 2. No other name. That was their names. And they were just these two,
wow.
They were just these, two, I guess they were, Italian looking to me. Jacked ass dudes. And they would have, dog collar matches against people. Tag team dog collar matches. And they were awesome. So, I do like the strap match a lot. But, yeah, this shirt does hold some sentimental value to me. For sure.
How much was your ticket?
For AEW, it was, $40 or something like that. $50.
That's
and it was a decent seat too. It was and everybody I sat around was really cool. That's the one thing about wrestling shows is that you can go by if you know you're a fan, you can go by yourself because it's literally you could just sit there and talk to anybody, you know. But it's like a gift and a curse because if you get caught with a yapper, you're gonna you're gonna miss the whole show. So when me and my boy we went to Smackdown. Me and him, we went to Smackdown with his brother, and this was actually the nicest I ever, the closest I ever, not the closest, but the nicest little sweet box, and that's the biggest we ever done it. You know what I'm saying? So we're there, and then bro, we sat by these British guys, and bro, these guys fucking talked our ear off the whole show.
That's hilarious.
Bro,
you made new friends.
Yeah, they were cool as fuck, but goddamn, bro, he was just talking, and then they got drunk as hell. But they only had one beer each.
Oh, well, you have to also understand the portion and the sizes that are in America versus the UK. It's our small is their extra large.
Yeah.
So they probably had a normal size beer, a 16 ounce for us. That in the UK is an extra large pint. It's
Right.
actually pretty funny.
That's crazy. Actually.
Probably did get drunk off one beer.
Yo, they were like faded, and then like I know it was one of the guy's daughter, and like she was like a big Alexa Bliss fan, and like she had like the like cutest sign. It was like Alexa Bliss baddie, like
Oh.
yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool, but
Well, that kind of reminds me of like when you go to a Dodger game. Like the Dodger game, like yes, I go with my husband, but yeah, like people will talk to you. People will when there's like a home run or like a big play. People will like high five you and be like, yeah, and everybody's cheering and high fiving each other, and it's like a very like open, like welcoming and like atmosphere. Like it's very neighborly, so I kind of understand what you mean by wrestling shows. Hopefully, if I get to go to Raw, that I'll get to experience that. But it's very similar experience to like a Dodger game.
yeah, of course, because you got to think about it. It's like you like something that not necessarily everybody likes, but you're there to like just be yourself and celebrate. Like celebrate what you love. So it's just like everybody there is just like so cool, and it's like, like for wrestling fans, it's really hard for us to like talk to like real hardcore wrestling fans all the time. Like unless you have some like I'm blessed to have like hardcore wrestling fans in my life as friends, but like some people aren't. So it's like when they get to the shows, it's like they gotta talk about everything. they gotta cut loose.
Yeah, it's like they don't really have anybody to talk to about it, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but I love it, man. I love it.
Well, let's start off with how was your week?
It was actually a good week. What did I do Friday? Friday I had a show. I did a show over here in Tallboy Boca. Shout out to them. We did a show with my boy Ivan L. Roswell. We did like a showcase, had like a lot of different artists performing and stuff like that. But like it was really cool because it's like for the last couple months, like like obviously like I'm a DJ. Well, not obviously, but like I'm a DJ. But for this time, I've been like investing in like actually like training myself. So I have like a trainer that's been training me, but I haven't really noticed the improvement until like the last couple weeks. So like when I was mixing on Friday, I was like I literally like I was like in like a flow state. Like like the in between that artists perform, like I gotta like keep the crowd hype. Like I was just I was catching them just boom boom boom, but I didn't really notice the improvement, so that was really dope. So overall, I mean, it was a good week. How was your week?
It was good. I actually wanted to let you guys know, and obviously I didn't get a chance to tell you, or maybe I did, I'm not sure. But I got the job with the WrestleManiacs, so
Yeah.
I'm officially their new host.
Let's go.
And I think I'm going to post about it either today or tomorrow. We do have an event this Saturday, which we're going to watch. We're going to do WWE Bingo.
Okay.
That's gonna be fun. Like
That
I've never,
sounds fun.
like I know how to play bingo, but I guess this will be like with wrestling, like entrance music. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I just know that's gonna be a good time. And
I think I kind of have an idea. So it's gonna be like they put like a playlist on shuffle of like wrestlers' theme songs.
I
Damn.
don't know because
Yo.
if you play bingo, don't you have like a paper and then it has like like
So I'm sure.
B7?
All right. You have to come back next week and tell me, but this is my prediction for what it could be. So
Okay.
if you said wrestler's theme song, what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna grab like a bingo card, right, with different wrestlers on there, and they'll have a playlist and they'll put it on shuffle. And, and then from there, because I feel like if they had like a DJ, like that would be cool, but then it's like one person can control the outcome of the game. So it takes out the randomability, I don't even know if that's a word, randomness out of it. So I don't know, we'll come back to that, but tell me more about the WrestleManiacs. You said they're based out of Long Beach, right?
So yes, they're based out of, technically it's considered SoCal. So basically like Southern California, and then there's Northern California. So
Right.
Northern California would be considered like San Francisco, like the Bay, like all of that, and then like Southern California will be like like LA, Long Beach, in different parts of like the IE and stuff like that. So a lot of people come from different parts. The owner is based out of Inglewood, so
Okay.
so pretty like well known like area.
Yeah.
But So yeah, so I'm gonna be the host for the WrestleMania bingo.
Okay.
I'm a little bit nervous.
No, you
And
shouldn't
then
be.
we also have right after is Saturday night's main event.
Yes.
So it should be really fun. And if you're watching this, hopefully before or after, it's gonna be at Baby Bros Pizza in downtown Long Beach. With delicious food and nice drinks, so it should be a good time.
And
it's open
wrestling.
to everybody and wrestling, and I'm pretty sure they're also gonna have vendors like last time, so you guys could get like, the cool pins and wrestling action figures and shirts and custom paintings and all of that good stuff. So it should be a good time, and it's open to all ages. So I think they're probably gonna do like a costume contest,
like a cosplay. Yes.
Cosplay contest. Because last time I went, some people were dressed up and some people weren't, but some people were wearing like wrestling attire. Yeah. It's not required, so if you have somebody that is maybe visiting you this weekend is not into wrestling, I feel like they'll have a good time.
See, the beautiful thing about wrestling is like on TV is one thing, but like live you could catch anybody. Like you could catch anybody live.
Yeah, I feel like when you're in like a live atmosphere, it's kind of like similar to like a wrestling event or like a Dodger game. Like you have some people, like we sat next to people at a Dodger game that were obviously going for not the Dodgers, whoever team we're playing, and we had a good time with them, and we do like a little bit of like rivalry,
a little banter.
A little banter didn't hurt anybody, and like this time the last event I went to was Backlash, and we went to. I was sitting next to somebody who does not like Roman Reigns, but I'm obviously a Roman Reigns fan, so we had a little bit of back and forth with that, and I thought it was pretty cool. So pretty chill, pretty fun atmosphere, good food, good people, good fun.
Yeah,
so
good chance to meet people. If you're in the area,
if you're in the area, like come check us out, and of course I'll be there.
Hey.
So I'm excited. So that's kind of pretty much all of the news that I have from this week, and then now I'm just getting ready to head down to Miami. So it should be fun. And,
oh yeah.
And then we're probably, I'm not sure if hopefully we'll have like live streaming access, but
no, I got a place actually that we can do the podcast at. So,
yeah.
And then what's dope, when you come down, we could do a live stream on Twitch where we play a game together or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll do something.
There's gonna be time, so
yeah.
I'm excited and a lot going on. So I'll keep you updated on what's gonna happen with the bingo.
Yeah, and I'm
cheating if I win.
No, I mean, how are you gonna win if you're hosting it? You're not involved in this.
I mean, I want to play too.
Yeah, you can. I don't know how that works. I don't know. We'll have to talk to the WrestleManiacs and see how that works.
I don't know. Maybe I'm automatically disqualified, so they don't think I'm.
All right, so let's get into Smackdown. You know what's funny is actually like, for some reason with wrestling for me, is like I kind of enjoy it more on the second watch.
I can also see that. Sometimes I have to watch things like more than once to like retain. That's why when last week's episode I asked you about the John Cena Classic, I'm like, I still don't get it.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that there still hasn't really been a clear update on that either, right?
No. Do you think he's gonna come back out and like say something, or he's just gonna send like, a messenger, or they're gonna put like a bulletin board?
I think what they're gonna do with Cena is like, obviously he retired, but I think that they're gonna keep him around for like pay-per-views. So like he'll just be like the pay-per-view host guy, like, and he'll come and he'll do his thing and talk and hype the crowd up, and then from there I think as he comes around more, he'll start to release more information on it.
I mean, I think that could be a possibility, but I also think that'll be kind of hard because of the simple fact that now compared to like, WrestleMania 40, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we have like pay-per-views or PLEs
more often,
like every week, because I feel like it hasn't been, at least it's about to be almost maybe 2 weeks from Backlash, and we're already having Saturday Night's Main Event.
But Saturday, wait.
And then the week after, we have
the Clash.
No, but before that we have Triple A, Noche de los Grandes, and we also have Clash in Italy. We just have like so much going on.
Okay, hold on. So AAA is AAA, so I don't necessarily count AAA, even though it does intertwine with current WWE storylines. And I don't know, that's actually a good debate because I don't consider Saturday Night Main Event a pay-per-view.
I mean, it's a day that's not normally on the schedule, so I mean, I guess we can agree to disagree on that.
To me, it's like a TV special. You know, like, and I feel like that's like kind of the way that they present it is like, oh, you know, it's just bringing it back, NBC, you know, Saturday Night's Main Event, which I actually do. I'm a fan of it. I like that they brought it back. You know what I wanted?
I like that they brought it back too. It kind of reminds me of like Saturday cartoons.
Sort of, yeah, I could see that. But Saturday Night's Main Event is just like iconic, you know, like it has its own thing, you know.
Yeah, I should go back and like watch maybe on my Peacock like some old episodes.
Yeah.
Cause I do like the theme. Like they have like the old school wrestling shirts.
The ropes.
They have the ropes, the bars, the barricades instead of it being like the wall, the silver wall. So I kind of like that. It gives me a little bit of like, you know, nostalgia, I guess.
No, yeah, I fucks with it. But all right, let's get into SmackDown because
okay. So for SmackDown, yeah. I actually want you to take the reins on this because I was watching, but I wasn't really watching until they actually fought.
Okay.
So can you give me a synopsis of kind of like what you think that happened between The Miz, Kit Wilson, Trick Williams, and Little Yachty? So I saw the entrances. No, I didn't get to start watching until like 8:10. Okay. So like 10 minutes into the show.
Okay.
And then once I started watching it, they were already like talking. So then I was a little bit confused. And then the Trick fought the Miz, and obviously Trick won.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
All right. So basically, this is like where Trick Williams is from. This is South Carolina. So his homecoming. He got to come out, and I guess, you know, like I said a couple weeks ago, Trick Williams is officially now a babyface, and he's doing a damn good job of it. Like, he's coming out, you know, he was very over with the crowd. They were chanting for him. He was just talking about kind of his struggle to like get to where he is, and like talking about like, oh, you know, this is where, you know, the lemon pepper fell on my shoes, and I got the lemon pepper steppers, and you know, it was just cool. And then also too, I feel like officially Yachty is now over with the WWE universe. I feel like him.
I feel like he's always no offense, he never was like a jelly roll.
No.
Like even though nobody like boos Jelly, I feel like he just got accepted a lot faster.
Yeah, because I feel like people thought that Yachty would have been more of like that, just around and gone. But I feel like him, because Kit Wilson did his poetry. And then Yachty was
I did see that, but then I was just a little bit confused.
And then Yachty responded with a rap. So, like, and, you know, he did his shit. Like, I thought that he delivered it well, and I feel like that kind of gave him finally, like, the stamp. Because I feel like, too, to, like, the common WWE fan, like, they probably they don't know what Little Yachty is doing currently in music. They're probably like, well, I haven't heard this guy since 2016, you know, like.
Lil Bo. Yeah,
right.
I feel like I haven't heard him since Lil Bo.
Right, and the thing is, but currently in music, he's like, you know, one of the biggest things. Like, you know, he's doing his shit right now, like starting his group and, you know, killing it. So, you know, I think now he's finally the people are kind of getting to see that and are getting familiar and understanding what he's doing currently and kind of see what he's bringing to the table, because he brings a lot to the table in regards to just being affiliated with Trick and WWE, period.
Right. Agreed. Because he takes bumps. He's good on the mic. He hypes up the crowd. I feel like he's just not there like an extra, you know. That,
and then on top of that too is like, Little Yachty makes it easier now for like the kid in high school to be like, yo, I like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? To wear the t-shirts and to be a proud wrestling fan. So anybody that does that and does it honestly and wholeheartedly, like, I'm fucking with them all the way. Like, I gotta support that just because they're making what we do better. They're putting what we do on a platform, which is talk about wrestling and, you know, not be, and I hate to not be the traditional perceived wrestling fan of what people think when they think of wrestling fans. So I fucks with that. But they had a match, Miz and Trick. Thought it was a good match.
Trick won.
Thought it was a good match. Miz blowing kisses to Trick Williams' mom was pretty good.
Oh yeah, his mom and dad were in the crowd. I saw that part.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Then we have I'm just looking here at the highlights because unfortunately this week, I'm so sorry you guys, I didn't write any notes. I watched the show, but I just don't have any like specific notes to
right. No, but it's all right.
Go off by you guys, so we're just kind of shooting off the hip today. So as I'm looking at the highlights, I do see a match with Kiana James, Paige, and Brie.
Yes.
But I don't was Julia involved in this?
It was a tag. It was a tag match. It was Kiana James, Julia, and Kiana James, Julia, and Paige and Brie, and they had a pretty good match. It was back and forth. I mean,
I feel like the only thing I remember from this match is that Paige looked good. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I loved her outfit, and those girls were just sitting. I was like, yes, girl, like. You look fabulous. That's the only thing I remember. And then I'm looking at these highlights, and then I remember like Paige pinning Kiana, and then Brie and that's what I'm looking at right now. Brie and Paige embracing each other at the end. So
but there was something that happened in between where the main takeaway from this match really is that the dissension or the friction between Kiana James and Julia is continued to grow. Because it was like towards the end of the match where it was like, I guess like Brie ran into Julia, like knocked Julia off, but like Kiana like moved, and then she got set up and got hit with like 2 finishers, and then she got pinned. So
okay.
Yeah.
So she felt like she wasn't doing her part.
No, it was like something happened where like it was like a miscue, a misconnection. Mm-hmm. So then they got into like a little argument on like the ramp after they lost. So a wrinkle to that is continued to get added. Then I think after that, we got Ricky Saints and Carmelo having like a little promo there back and forth.
I see here that.
Yeah, I think that's what happened right after.
Oh, that was Ricky fighting Carmelo.
Yeah, but before that, they had like a little back and forth backstage. Where, like, basically it's like, yo, you were that cool short guy. Now I'm the new cool short guy. No disrespect. Shout out to the Short Kings. But they're both cool as fuck. And, they're both... So they've just had, like, a back and forth. Basically, like, oh, like, you were the shit, but now I'm the shit. So they're basically fighting in regards to trying to get a future United States Championship opportunity. Well,
I like that they added like Carmelo back in the mix because I feel like ever since he lost and then got his rematch with Sami Zayn, he's kind of like been missing in action a little bit.
No, he took a break after he was on vacation after Mania. He said, "Bruh, if I'm not gonna be on the show," I'm sure that's what happened. I don't know for a fact, but I'm sure he was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be on the show. Fuck it, I'm gonna just take my vacation now." And, I'll be back in fucking 6 months. Or not 6 months, but, I'll be back in a month or whatever. So he just kind of took that off. Because he didn't even do media for Mania like that, Like, he didn't do, like, no interviews or nothing. Nothing that I seen, So I think that, he just took a little break. And he came back. And then he had a match against Ricky. Which was actually a very good back-and-forth match. Fast-paced match. There was like a spot in the match where people were kind of hating on it. People said it was like a stiff drop or whatever, where Ricky Saints like did like a Northern Lights bomb to Carmelo Hayes, but it looked stiff. I'm not gonna lie, but it looked good to me. Like I seen it as just standard wrestling, but I feel like they had a good match. Ricky Saints loses, so I don't know. People probably will be divided on that. But for the most part, like what I noted, my takeaway from that was more of the sense that they're going the Phantom route with him, maybe, where maybe he'll come and be popular, but still not get the wins at first, and then later on it will translate to more wins. But I feel like Carmelo Hayes also needed the win.
Yes. But I'm happy to see him back on TV, and I'm happy that they're using Ricky and not just drafting people from NXT and then just being like, okay, they're here.
Yeah.
And then you don't see them,
Yeah.
So that's also good. Like, I want to just get straight to the meat and the potatoes. I feel like this is where I got captured and engaged because everything else was just like I was not paying attention. So, Gunther
Yes.
had this contract signing.
Yes.
And I thought it was funny that Cody came out for the contract signing and he set up the table and the chairs.
Yeah. Yeah. That was funny as hell.
Oh, I'm right here. So then he sets up the tables and the chairs, and then Gunther comes out, and then like I agree with Nick Aldis. I feel like out of the okay, I like both managers, but I love Nick Aldis. He gives me like Eric Bischoff vibes.
Really?
Kinda. Yeah, just very involved, very direct, especially that feud. Remember in the that's why it's important to watch the post show. He came out and he like basically fought Drew McIntyre in the post show.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember it was like a whole thing, and that was when he grabbed Wade Barrett and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
he
I
was
remember
basically
that.
like, "You're suspended," and it was just like it was crazy.
But you know Nick Aldis used to be like a badass wrestler, right?
I heard too.
Yeah.
But I also heard Wayne Barrett was also a very good wrestler too.
Oh, of course. Wade Barrett was in WWE. Nick Aldis was never in WWE. He was in TNA.
Oh.
He was Magnus. He was really good. He actually had a feud with Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Title. Like the first All In pay-per-view, which is what led to AEW and everything. So
wow.
Yeah, so he is actually pretty established and pretty goated as a wrestler. That's why like people were excited when they put him in the game as a wrestler.
Well, that's I didn't know that information. I thought that was pretty cool, but he's right. Gunther overplayed his hand.
Yeah.
And when Voices Keys music pops on, I was like,
Who the fuck?
yeah, like okay, now when you remember last like a week or two ago, you told me that it kind of sounds like Carmelo singing his song. I can kind of see it now. Like when you say that, because like I've got a chance to like listen to his music,
bro,
get familiar with it. So when he came out, I was like, okay, so where's this going?
Yo.
And like, how are we gonna add him to this? And then he was like, well, you overplayed your hand, so if you're not gonna sign it, I will. And I was like, okay, I'm excited for this, you know. So yeah, I look forward to seeing Royce Keys involved in championship talks.
Yes.
Even if it's just a chase.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, just like one match, oh, you lost, or a match against the champion and it's not for the belt.
Again.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, it's something kind of different. You know, it's like, in regards to like this guy comes in, he's looking strong, and they're not just feeding him to jobbers. They're putting him in something, and he's inserting himself. And honestly, I think Royce Keys has a lot of big babyface potential. I guess do you want to just jump to talk about the match since we're talking about it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I hope I led that up.
Okay. No. I'm just making sure. Yeah. I'm just making sure. But watching the match, actually, right before we got on here, I literally was just like smoking a joint, watching this match again, because I was like, I had a couple takeaways from it, but my main takeaway is Royce Keys has huge potential as a babyface. It's just the crowd's not with him yet, and that's not a bad thing because he's still fairly new. But he's not over as he should be, because there's a lot of points in the match that I felt that the crowd should have been a lot more involved with him. In regards to like when he would have Gunther in the corner and he would hit him with these big shots, and like the crowd would get hyped like for like a big moment, like the thing with Solo, or like a big move. But in regards to like that lead up, like he didn't have that yet. I'm not saying that he can never get it, but that was my takeaway, was that to me he still has some equity to gain with the audience, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I like the fact that Solo kind of got involved as like a distraction to be like, well, you know, kind of like proving his point, like, well, you know, you should have just joined blank, because it's no longer the MFTs. So, but we have Talatonga and we have Tamatanga, but there's no name for this faction at all.
Our troop called on the MFTs on SmackDown
well,
this week.
I feel like that whole segment, even he did, but he also said that someone was gonna join the Judgment Day. Who was he talking to that he said
Royce
that?
Keys. He was talking to
Oh
Royce
yeah,
Keys.
Royce Keys gonna join the Judgment
Yo,
Day.
and on
And I was
Twitter,
like, but you know he's always being like really silly. So I don't know. Sometimes when you hear Ron say stuff, you just kind of take it with a grain of salt.
no, he's hilarious because he put on Twitter. He was like, "Yo, he added Royce Keys and was like, "Yo, we need you to join the Judgment Day. We trying to start the and he put the ninja emoji and Ricans.
Oh my god. He's wild.
Yo, everybody's like, "Yo, R-Truth out of pocket for that one," but it was funny. It was funny as fuck. But I thought the match was good. Like I thought the match
Was good, but I ever since you showed me that video of Taz doing the rear naked choke, every time I see Gunther do it, it's just trash.
I don't know. I feel
I'm a Gunther hater, and it's just it's the worst finisher ever. It's not believable, and the way he like grabs them, like pretending like he's really doing something. I'm just like, sir.
No, I see. Sometimes it looks crazy, and then other times you can see him like tightening it up and making it look.
It always looks crazy.
I don't know.
It never looks good. It doesn't look believable. He doesn't look powerful.
Nah, whoa.
Like it's like okay, this is the best way I can explain it, right? So you know when you see a UFC fight and you have like a good striker and a good wrestler, so you know this match is gonna be good, right? So the point of the striker is like, okay, don't get a takedown and just try to hit him as much as he can, because once he takes me down, he's gonna basically just try to control me the entire time on the ground until we could get back up, or if I can escape. And usually when that happens, the crowd is just like, boo, you know? Yeah. So that's kind of how I feel when he does that. He's like sitting on top of him, trying to control him on the ground, and us as a crowd is just booing.
See, my thing with that is like, bro, there was so many moves from Gunther that I saw that I thought were just dope as fuck. He did like this one move where it's like, you know how they do like a neck breaker, like, you know, like from the back, like a twisting neck breaker. Mm-hmm. He did like a twisting neck breaker, and instead of doing a neck breaker, he did a chop. I was like, bro, this dude is sick. So it's like, I kind of see what you're saying, but I don't see what you're saying, because to me, it's like, I think Gunther's literally one of the best on the roster. Like, just because in regards to what he does, bro, like, he makes it, like, outside of the finish, he makes everything look so hard-hitting and so believable, you know? Like, he plays his character.
His chops are good.
His suplexes are good. Like, I think everything he does is good, and I feel like the thing about Gunther is that he can have a good match with any type of wrestler, which is rare.
Agreed.
Which is not rare, but like, he can look good with any type of wrestler, a high flyer, a striker, a powerhouse, like. But just to go back to the match, one big detail that I really liked is, if you notice, when Solo was calling Powerhouse, well, see, I'm fucking up now because I'm calling him by his other name. But but when he was calling Royce Keys,
like
exactly, get well soon. And it's funny because I think he actually just made his debut back on the Indies.
Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if I have that in my clips, but I did see that.
Yeah, I seen it.
Like, immediately, I was like, okay, you get your money.
Yeah, of course. That's what he was in WWE for anyway. But there was a point when Solo was trying to give him the chair. He kept calling him Will. He was like, Will. Like, you know, like his real name.
Why was he calling him that, Will?
Because that's his name. That's like his real name.
Oh, kind of like CM Punk being called Phil.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
So to me, it added that extra wrinkle of making it more real, you know? Like, just a little detail that I noticed that, like, I personally really like that, you know? Like, because, like, if you know, like, the reason that Royce Keys is so tight with Jacob is because they all kind of came from that Southern California indie scene. So it would kind of make sense for like Solo to like really like know him at that level to like, you know, call him Will, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really dope. And too, I feel like he finally got the pop when he hit Solo with the chair.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want him to join Solo. I still want him to remain like, you know,
a singles.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
don't like you don't need Solo. But speaking about Solo, just a random thought. Me and my husband were talking, and I agree with him. I feel like it's time to see Solo as the champion.
Wow.
I feel like he's a very good villain, and he's funny. He obviously has some type of how can I? What's the word that I'm looking for? He kind of has like
He just has a charisma, right?
he has leadership,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like if you want to be any champion, world heavyweight or undisputed, you have to have some type of leadership in you. So I feel like it's time, even if it's short,
You
like
know
Jey
what?
Uso's run. I feel like it's time for him to be the champion, and then eventually start making moves, kind of like the Judgment Day, starting to collect all the gold, and then starting to take over. Maybe they could be like the Judgment Day of SmackDown. But I feel like when they were the MFTs, or if they're still the MFTs, yeah, they had the championship, the tag team championships, but they were not doing it. Versus like now we have Damian Priest and
Truth.
uh,
Truth.
R-Truth, and they're constantly defending their
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
So I think it's time.
I wouldn't mind
That's
to
a
see.
off the wall prediction, but it's something that I would like to
No,
see.
I mean honestly, to me personally, when it comes to Solo, I feel like Solo had a chance. That main event with Cody Rhodes that he did, I think it was like what, a couple years ago, was Backlash when Jacob Fatu debuted and they were fighting for the belt and all that. I feel like there was a chance to do it there. I feel like if he would have won the tribal combat match, there would have been a chance to do it there. So I think that he has world heavyweight championship potential, for sure. Definitely, just in regards to, like you said, he shows leadership. He's a good villain. He could be funny. He could be serious. He could be everything. So I think that he's definitely somebody that is very valuable to SmackDown roster, and he brings a lot to the table.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I feel like I tune in every Friday for Solo.
Bro, it's like,
To be honest with
yeah,
you.
yeah. And like I remember, like, and the thing about Solo is he's cleaned up his presentation a lot. Like, cause
Oh, him wearing the church like button up and stuff. I like it.
I like it
Versus
too.
him to be like Samoa Joe with like no shirt on all the time. Like I
No,
like it.
but
He looks like what Bobby Lashley says. Like when people Bobby Lashley at one point, maybe I could find the clip and try to insert it or something in this. So I could like try to remember. But there was a clip of Bobby Lashley, and he was like, "Oh, like why do you always wear suits every time you show up to the arena?" And he goes, "Oh, because you got if you want to be the champion, you got to look good. You gotta embody that." And I feel like him dressing like that is kind of giving me Bobby Lashley.
no, and the funny thing too about Solo is, like, I remember when he first kind of started to make that change into like his version of the tribal chief. The suits weren't as clean. Like he looked like it wasn't, the presentation wasn't until it's like you can see the improvement to his presentation in these last couple years. That
For sure.
I think he's on his way to doing something of that caliber. I feel like, damn, why they had to do that boy Nakamura foul like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. But I'm actually happy that he's still involved, even though he's not wrestling, because he gives me carrying cross, talking in Japanese,
A little
kind of
bit.
like being that little whisper,
Right.
And I love when he talks in like Japanese, because remember I told you I'm trying to learn, so like give me some subtitles,
Yeah.
I mean I enjoy that.
Question though, Shinsuke Nakamura's hair this week, drip or skip for you?
I don't. Isn't it always like slick back anyway?
No, but look, he did something completely different this time. Not completely different, but it was like different. It was a big talk on Twitter and stuff like that. People were saying that he took AJ Styles' hairstyle.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean,
His
I'll go
out
back to
his
I'm gonna have to
his
check it
no
out
his
again.
outfit was fire too. Actually, he was wearing like a pinstripe suit type joint. I don't know if it had
Yeah.
pinstripe. Yeah, that was fire. But I don't know. I
I've
think
always felt like he dressed very well.
yeah, and he just has a good presentation overall. Nakamura gonna wrestle again though, I'm sure.
Maybe, hopefully soon. I mean, Who do you, if we were to book him, who would be the opponent?
Tamatonga, obviously.
Oh, like put them against each other?
Yeah, of course, because
I actually would like to see them join forces.
But that's the thing is that they would fight, and then the fight would like finally wake Tamatonga up to what like Shinsuke Nakamura is trying to tell him. You know, like, because you got to think about it too. Is like Tamatonga comes from Japan. So I'm sure he has like that same type of code where it's like, you know, like his character, like wrestling wise, you know, where he's like, oh, like I learned in battle, or like, you know, like my heart changed in battle type of situation, you know, like that's what I would want to see if Nakamura was to wrestle.
What do you mean, like gain, like so, like if he lost to Tamatonga, he would gain respect and then join as a faction?
Vice versa, like Tamatonga would like maybe lose to Nakamura, but in the loss, it would make him realize that like what he's doing with the MFTs is bullshit, or like, you know, not good behavior. So he wants to change his behavior. Type of situation, you know. That's my takeaway from what could possibly happen there. What and he had a good match against Priest.
Yes, I always could see him kind of like what you call an anti-hero. So I don't feel like he's all the way good, but I don't think he's all the way bad.
Exactly, and that's the thing is like Tamatonga could just be like a vigilante, like if anti-hero, just a badass, you know. Like he fights for his causes, whether you know we perceive him as good or bad. That's on us. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, so I fucked with that.
Then we just have the last match that we could kind of like glaze over really quick. So I see that they're planting the seed with Jade and Charlotte.
Oh yes,
it was a match with Alexa, Charlotte, Michin, and BFAB, and nobody won because Jade, you know,
interfered.
And it's crazy because Alexa's so small. I think we're actually the same height. And she just tossed her like a bag of chips. I'm like, oh my God, it's so bad. But I also see them kind of... I see the angle that they're trying to plant Jade versus Charlotte. And I think I would be interested in watching something like that. What about you?
Of course. I feel like that's box office. You know, like... Because I feel like, honestly, like, in a way... Jade kind of tries to model her. They try to model Jade over Charlotte. Like Charlotte's that original dominant woman, you know, like type. Like I feel like their characters are similar, and I feel like on the mic they can have some good promo back and forth. And yeah, I like it. I just feel like honestly, when it comes to the women's tag division, we just need like more direction. Cause it's just like shit is just so like jumbled up, and I thought that we would finally get some clear-cut direction on Monday on what's going to happen, but that did not happen. So I guess...
But do you think that they're planting the seed of... Because I saw them talk, Alexa and Charlotte, like, talking in the back. Do you think they're planting the seed of breaking them up?
They've been doing that since they got them together.
Well, you know,
so,
they're not really friends.
Right.
So.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I cannot tell you. Because it's like... I feel like their friendship has grown kayfabe-wise, you know, to something real now, finally. But I don't know. I don't know. I think that they could set up the Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair feud. I think that would do numbers. I think it'd be very fun to see. And I would fuck with it. I feel like Jade Cargill has made a lot of improvements on the microphone and in the ring. And I feel like people aren't giving her credit for it. Like, I feel like she got love for her Mania match, but I feel like people were putting that more on Rhea.
Yes, 100%.
Like, people were but that's what everybody's saying. But, I mean, Jade still did her shit. She still did good.
Yes, but it was Rhea.
She still did good. All right, let's get into Monday Night Raw.
Yes, so we have... Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns and the Bloodline just absolutely just taking over.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I know we're going to talk about each individual thing that kind of happened, but to me, I feel like, I'm sorry to be a little negative, I feel like I've watched the same show 3 weeks in a row.
Bro.
Absolutely, just 3 weeks in a row. It's just the timing is different. So this week we had Roman and Jacob open the show instead of closing the show.
Right.
Then we had, you know, uh, Austin Theory fill in for Braun Breaker, and then Seth Rollins was like, "I'm ready to have a match," and then they put. That's what I did. That's why I got confused. Why didn't Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins fight again? Like, why did Paul Heyman say that?
But why? Because that's
Sorry, I'm all over the place.
It's okay. It's okay. But
But
just,
that's how I felt. It's just I felt like I just watched the same show
But-
3 weeks in a row, and I don't know.
to answer your question, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker should, at this point, after their match at Backlash, their next match has to be on a pay-per-view, and there has to be some sort of stipulation attached to it. So this is the point of having
Like no holds bar, like
So-
a street fight,
anything,
or like
any,
you quit.
anything,
I quit match.
anything, some sort of stipulation.
Never!
Yo, I feel like I've seen that match.
Yeah,
Actually.
the guy was like all bloody, and he's like, never.
I feel like that's Terry Funk. I don't know why. I just feel like in my
Oh
my
God,
mind.
it was a great match. They even had like the the old school cage,
Yes.
like the one that's like the thick bars. It was like that.
Oh.
Never.
Oh wow. But I think with that is like, bruh, what there's a famous line in Paid in Full, where Cameron's character Alpo, or not Alpo, fuck, what's his name of his character? Rico says, "Oh, basically he says, what's the point of having soldiers if you're not going to use them?" So in the case of the Vision, it's like that's the purpose of the faction. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are there right now is to same thing when it comes to the Usos and Roman Reigns. The
Just to
typical
be the lackeys.
the typical Roman Reigns feud. You have a match against Jay, you have a match against Jimmy, then you have a match against Solo, and then you do the pay-per-view against Roman. And then, then they interfere and you lose. Like, so I think that's the reason. But honestly, if you want to start at the main event, which is cool with me, that match with Theory and Rollins was really good. I thought that it was awesome.
I enjoyed the match. I actually, what's funny is that like I was so tired. I got up at like 5 a.m. that Monday, and I wanted to finish watching it till the end. It was like 7 minutes left, and I got all the way to the end, and the end was like 2 minutes left, and I fell asleep.
Wow.
I don't remember what happened. I just see like, I think Montez Ford came out and then Dawkins came out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it again, but I felt the last 2 minutes, I literally fell asleep, and I looked at it, and the Netflix screen was looking at me, and I was looking at the Netflix screen. I'm like, damn it, I missed the end.
That's it.
So I don't know what happened.
So all right. First things though, I need to say is, I'm putting it out right now. I'm putting out an APB on Seth Rollins' drip, because where the fuck has his swag went, bro? Like, dog.
I know. It's
this
funny because they talk about it in our community, saying that he's going through an identity crisis.
Bro, this man he has no swag no more. Like,
No, it's just everything's all black.
I was
he
like,
had a hood. Actually, the hoodie he had on,
it was dope.
really fire.
That
it was the Seth Rollins hoodie. I want that.
With the hat combo. I thought that, but I'm talking about in the ring. Like, dude, why are you and Austin Theory look exactly this? Y'all look like y'all about to be a tag team.
I mean, they look like they're like in a boy band. To be honest with you, that's what it looks like.
They pissed me
like,
off.
Remember Authors of Pain?
Yes.
That's exactly what they look like. Just.
Yo, they pissed me off with that. But I thought that it was a great showing for Austin Theory. But basically how the match ended, it was towards the end of the match, Braun Breaker came out to interfere, Street Profits came out to interfere, and Braun Breaker basically fucked everybody up, and they stood tall.
It's exactly what I watched last week. I didn't miss nothing.
Yeah, he fucked everybody up, and he looked tall. But also too, just to kind of continue to talk about the Vision, it's funny because when Braun Breaker was like, when Paul Heyman was like, all right, Austin Theory's gonna take on Seth Rollins, and then like Braun Breaker was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he was like, yo, Like, chill, bro. Like, we're gonna fuck them up. Like, bro, like, basically, to quote Rico, what's the point of having soldiers if you're not gonna use them? Because at this point in the story, Logan Paul and Austin Theory are soldiers for Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. At this point in the story. Now, could that change? It could possibly change.
I mean, I'm still sticking to what I think should happen. I think it should just be, Paul Heyman is just the manager, right? And when you have an agency, you could have multiple talents. I just don't think that Braun Breaker needs the vision at all.
Yeah, I see. I don't know, but the thing about the thing about the vision is, like, right now their whole story is still low key on pause because Bronson Reed is not involved.
Bronson Reed.
He's not.
Listen, the minute the Vision gets their own theme song, I'm gonna take them serious.
See, when Bronson Reed comes back, like, the story's
they're gonna play his theme music, and when they come out,
I'm ready for war.
Yeah, they were just like flip flop to whoever is gonna be in the front that day. If you're in the front, this is the music we're playing.
I'm battle tested. Yeah. I'm ready for war.
But don't you think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed's song kind of sounds a little similar?
Hell no.
A little bit.
Not at all. Not at all. No. Braun Breaker's theme song is more like some, like, new metal, Limp Bizkit, Korn type of thing. And then, like,
yes.
And then Bronson Reed's song is, like, I would say it's a rap song. It's like a rap song.
Yes.
Because
I think it's the beginning.
It's the horn because of the it's the horn. It's the horns that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But you know that Braun Breaker has the siren because of Big Papa Pump.
Oh. Because
Big Papa Pump, his theme song, he used to go like, holler if you hear me. Yo.
Oh.
Bruh,
okay.
honestly, when you get some time, go watch some Big Papa Pump promos because they are the fun. But specific, like, there's Scott Steiner promos, which is like the Steiner math and like all that. But then there's the Big Papa Pump promos, which are.
Well, here's the thing. I have a clip saved on that I've been dying to show you. Just I haven't had the right chance to do it. But there's a clip that I saved of Big Papa Pump coming out, and he's walking out with a fucking tiger
in WCW.
Yeah. And then and that's like the clip that I play before I go and do like back and buys to like pump myself up.
He used to have that muscle on top of the muscle, like.
Oh, it looked like a cartoon, but it was. I've seen Braun Breaker work out. That's real muscle.
Yeah, but it's funny though because it's like Big Papa Pump when he would come out, he'll be like, let's say he's like in like Atlanta, he'll be like, I'm in Atlanta and I'm looking for my freaks, and then all you hear is everybody go crazy. But then he would come out with like 2 or 3 shorties, you know what I'm saying? And he'll be like, yo, I'm the big bad booty daddy. Big Papa Pump has got your hook up.
Who was the pimp that used to come out with the girls?
The Godfather.
So similar to that.
But no, because Big Papa Pump he wasn't a pimp. Like, he was a pimp, but he wasn't a working pimp as the Godfather was. He was just like a player pimp, you know. But it's funny because that's why I remember when Rollins, before Backlash, Rollins cut the promo and he was like, "Oh, are you still waiting for Big Papa Pump to have your hookup?" Because that's what that's how Scott Steiner would end his promos. He'll be like, "Hey, yeah, and Big Papa Pump has got your hookup. Holla if you hear me," and then, like, everybody would go crazy. So
wow.
So just any chance
that I remember hearing that line when we were younger. Now that you're saying that, it kind of makes sense.
Holler if you hear me. But when he got to WWE, he didn't really get a chance to go crazy how like he did in WCW. But I had to go back older and go back and kind of familiarize myself with that and understand what the fuck was going on, you know?
Yeah, I need to go back. But yeah, I have a clip with him coming out with a fucking tiger, and I was like, oh my god.
But I gotta say, just
like Mike Tyson. Remember Mike Tyson had tigers?
Yeah.
I mean, they are just big cats.
But I'm not coming out with no tiger.
I mean, if you raise one, I would like to have one, but I also like my life too.
If I have if I'm around a tiger, bro, I need that tiger to be higher than I am. I need that motherfucker fried, like.
I
No,
think that'll be animal cruelty.
no, but no, they do that. They do that when you never seen them give like a tiger like a root canal or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like something like that, something like that. And even when you see like tigers and like music videos and shit like that, bro, they're fucking fried out of their mind. Like
Wow.
that's why they're so calm and so tame, and they can be like, you know what I'm saying? That's how they do that. But how bad though?
Well, I had to go back and watch the beginning of Raw because I didn't understand what Jacob said, and I was just kind of like, what did he even say? And then Roman was like, I accept. So they're gonna do a tribal combat match, and I think we saw that when Netflix debuted, right? With him and Solo.
Yes, and then
Okay, so basically they're just fighting for the Ulafala then.
no, they're gonna fight for
It's
the
not
belt.
like a street fight or nothing, or
It's the same. It's a street fight. It's just
because I don't remember Solo and Roman like doing like tables and candlesticks and chairs. Like,
What
I
on
don't
the-
remember.
Yeah, they did everything during the Netflix special. But all right, so just to kind of give you a rundown on tribal combat, the first tribal combat match was Jay versus Roman. So that's like
Uso versus Roman,
Jey Uso versus Roman. So
and
listen,
that's how he was able to do the singles run.
hold on. So that was kind
Sorry.
of no, you're good because that's what led kind of into everything. That was like the peak of like he left the bloodline, and like you remember the infamous "I'm out" and he's out too, and then like they kicked Roman and shit and all that. So the Usos were out the bloodline at this point. Sammy left, everybody left the bloodline. It was just Roman by himself at that point. No, yeah. Actually, yes. So then, this is actually the first time that this happened. Was at the tribal combat match, cause like Jey Uso came out and he was wearing the all white, and like the crowd was just so like organically behind him that like he just like felt it in that moment.
Kind of like an underdog.
He was a huge baby face at that time. So like he came out and then he did like he just started doing it, and then the crowd just went with it, and then ever since that's where the whole yeeting and everything started for me. So they had the match, and then that's when Jimmy turned on Jay and then rejoined Roman, and then that's when we get the WrestleMania 40 version of the Bloodline where it's Solo and Jimmy and no Jay, no Sammy. You know, so that's when we start to get that version, and everything that happened from there. But then the second tribal combat match was the Netflix premiere, which was Solo and Roman, where Solo should have won, but he didn't.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
Yes. So now this will be the third tribal combat match.
So, like, what are the rules and like stipulations?
They're
I don't
basically
think that was ever explained.
no. Loser has to acknowledge the loser has to acknowledge the winner. Simple.
Well, do you think Jacob will acknowledge Roman? Because we all know the outcome.
I don't know. We don't know the outcome. We don't know the outcome.
Just like we don't know who the Grande Americanos are.
Well, we find out. We're gonna find out soon. We're gonna find out next week, right?
about to. Oh, so basically, once they fight, after the match, he has to take his mask off. Is that the stipulations of the match?
Mask versus mask.
Oh, watch when I get down there, we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, bro. Honestly,
Crazy.
the second Grande Americano needs to take this shit. The OG Grande Americano gotta go.
Oh yeah, for sure. Him and Julio and Bruto gotta go.
Nah, Julio could stay. Bruto could go. Let Julio keep the mask. Fuck it.
You know what's crazy is that they fought again, and then it goes. And it's funny because the Americano that we're both going for, he called him. He said something to Madre cabrón. And he runs after him and he like charges them.
Yeah.
And that was like the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
Bro.
And I wish I could play the clip for you guys, but like I don't want to get like copyrighted.
Yeah.
But that was hilarious.
No, Grande Americano 2 is the best. Like he's just so funny. And like I don't know, it's just all like flowing so well. I thought the match that they had was actually really fun. You know, the Tornado Trios match.
The Tornado Tag. But that's what I'm saying. Didn't we just watch this match last week?
No, because it was
The only difference it was a tornado.
No, it wasn't a 3-on-3 that they did last week. I thought it was a 2-on-2. It was right? See, now you got me fucking
I feel like I'm watching the same show.
Questioning my life. I don't know. But I am mad though.
It was a good match.
But there's one match that did make me mad. Made me very upset.
What?
The women's tag team title match. I wanted the Judgment Day to win this match so fucking bad.
Oh yeah, but I want to know why did they? Yeah, cause Brie got the pin. So
yes,
you know, and then we have like Lyra Valkyria and Bailey coming out, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Hey,
just can Lyra. Send her to NXT or something.
Nah, bro. Lyra
Bailey needs to be on her own, like when she won the championship.
It's funny though because I feel like when they first introduced Lyra, they were doing so good with her. Like she was, bro. Her first year, she was great. Like she was doing her shit. The match she had with Nia Jax was literally one of the best women's wrestling match I've seen in my life.
Oh, I actually do remember that.
Bro, and you know why I hold that match actually very special is because this is when I was at my crib and like literally I had a room full of like mixed. It was like wrestling fans, non-wrestling fans. Literally everybody locked the fuck in for this match. Like it was it was an entertaining good match. So I know that
we love J-Lo, so
yeah, but Lyra Valkyria has some star potential. I just think that they just need to figure out what they're gonna do, decide to move this forward. But yeah, I'm upset about that decision. I feel like that the Judgment Day deserves the women's tag team titles. Mm-hmm. Simple, like.
Well, there's always room for next week.
Yep.
But speaking about the Judgment Day, I really liked the match between Finn Balor and JD McDonough, and I did not expect them to have a street fight. I don't think that was ever mentioned. Yeah. But I liked it. It was great. Bro, and the fact that he did the coup de grace to him inside of the trash can.
Fire.
Iconic.
Fire. Bro, honestly, so when I was watching...
Would you ever let me put you in the trash can? Let me do the coup de grace?
Yes. Yo, it's crazy because, all right, my takeaways from this match was, is JD McDonough still underrated? Like,
yes. Of course.
Is he still underground? Like,
No, I just feel like they're using him more, and they're still like, I'm still enjoying this feud that he has with Finn Balor, but I feel like he's needed in certain matches because he's crazy, bro. Yeah, he takes bumps and he just doesn't care. Because after his injury, you would think that like, okay, like I'm gonna put it in like analogy where like everybody can understand if you're not a wrestling fan. A lot of people, like when they learn how to ride a bike and they fall for the first time, it's really hard to get the courage to get back up and get on the bike again. Some people never get back on the bike, and he just like got back on the bike like nothing happened.
Bro, he's been taking crazy bumps for like the last like 4 or 5 years. Like come on now.
Reminds me of what's the champion now in AEW? The guy, the skeleton.
Darby Allin.
Yeah, kind of like him, but just like maybe like 2 notches, like not as crazy.
Yeah,
but still crazy.
Yeah, but no, I thought that it was a great match. I'm still like, damn, like I still put him in the underrated category. Like I still think
for sure.
Like JD McDonough is like a hipster pick to be your favorite wrestler. That's more of what I mean when I say like underrated or underground. Like if you talk to 10 people at the show, there's gonna be one guy like, yo, that JD McDonough, bro, he's fire. Like, you know, but I'm starting to see it. Like I'm like, bro, like that match was really good. Him and Finn have a good chemistry, but I just think it's just funny because like anyone who leaves the Judgment Day, um, they always going through like an extended feud with them, and then like you have to like kind of to find their footing to figure out what's next, So that's kind of what I'm waiting to see what's up with Finn, kind of to see what's next for him.
I mean, I kind of like him going after a title, being involved in that scene. I think he's too big for like a U.S. champion
Or the IC.
Or the IC. I think he's too big for that.
I agree.
But I can see JD being Intercontinental Champion. Excuse me, or Tag Team Champion.
Again.
But I don't see him being a World Heavyweight or Undisputed Champion.
I don't think
he's still a wrestler. Yes. Yeah. I just don't see him in that category. But definitely, I see him being like Intercontinental Champion. I can see that. Mm-hmm. And I like I like this feud a lot because when they do the vignettes, we've been friends for this long. We trained at the same place. Like I basically helped you. Like it seems more
real,
more cheeseman, more juicy to me. So that's why I feel like I'm very invested in this whole ordeal.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. I just think that the only thing is kind of like with having this type of match is like where do we go from here? Because it's like, all right, it was 1-1 going into this match. Finn wins this match. So is their feud over? Are they gonna continue the feud? Like, what happens there? Like that's the only negative thing I could kind of say about the match was that it gave us a conclusion. But I still feel like that there was...
who's the better wrestler?
I feel like there was still a little bit more meat on the chicken wing before they threw it out. So I don't know if they're going to continue to go off of that or what they're going to do there. But so far, I like it, and I just want to see what's next for Finn Balor. I like it all. I loved Becky Lynch's promo with Sol Ruka.
Yeah, you read my mind. I actually really like them going back and forth together. I like that she's new and not being afraid to speak up or say anything or confront anybody because you're a veteran. I love her style. I love her attitude. So I'm actually really excited for them to fight on Saturday night's main event because I'm actually looking at the title card. And they're actually putting the belt on the line. So wouldn't it be crazy if Sol won?
I mean, honestly,
women's Intercontinental Champion.
But I feel like Becky Lynch is at this point in her career where she would have no problem losing to Sol Ruka, and I think that it's a very strong possibility.
Well, I mean, they did it with AJ, right? And then she won it. Then Becky won it back, and they got. I like that character.
And they did it with and they did it with Maxine too.
Oh yeah, they did it. But I like that character of Becky being frustrated and being like. And my favorite part is when she says, "I'm the greatest." Everybody says it. It's the truth. She is the greatest, and everybody does says it.
Yo.
Sports Illustrated says it.
The Bleacher Report.
Everybody says it.
The Bleacher Report.
That's my favorite part.
No, in my head though, I don't know why. The whole time that I was watching her promo, I don't know if it's because they announced the Conor McGregor fight, but I was just like, yo, why does she like? Obviously, they're both Irish, but like she reminds, like I don't know, she reminds me of Conor. Like
honestly, when I heard that, I was like, "What?" I thought it was like a false advertising or like a misleading headline, but he is gonna fight again, and I'm just kind of like, and he's gonna fight Holloway, and I'm like, "Ooh,
yeah,
this is not gonna end
well." There's gonna be a free ping for Holloway.
You're gonna have ring rushed with a guy that can go, boop, 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 boop,
yo,
real quick. And then it's over.
But I don't know. But
and could take punches to the face.
See, but at the same time, the thing is that at least with him coming back to fight Max, it's like he's not gonna fight someone that's gonna wrestle him down and try to.
No.
So at least you have a guy that's gonna stand there, throw hands with him, and make it entertaining. So, I think
I mean, it should be entertaining. I will say that.
Yeah, and two, it was kind of dope because now all the edits are gonna have that drunk video of McGregor where he's like walking back and forth at the TV. And it's like Mac, it's like he's watching Max's fight, but he's like pacing back and forth, like and starts shadowboxing and shit. So
that's
the edits have been fire so far though. But yeah, I
But
don't know.
it does give me Conor McGregor.
The way she talks and everything like that. Like I'm sure
The
she
attitude, the confidence, like
the nicknames that she gives people. What she say? Mediocre Maxine. Uh,
she's a goat on the mic.
yeah, she's a dog. She's a dog. I like Becky Lynch a lot, man. Like I always say, I've been saying this for the last couple weeks, bro. She's in that point in her career where if she was a rapper, she's like doing all these underground features right now. You know, like like that's her point of her career right now, in my opinion. She working with the underground. You know, she's trying to make new stars. You know.
Oh,
So,
for sure, for
and,
sure. But
and
I'm excited for them to fight, and I feel like this is a good
yeah.
storyline. Even if Soul loses, her in being the storyline of the chase, I feel like it's good
Bro,
for her.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. It's so funny because like I'm so immature. When Soruka was like, "Oh, don't make me have to snatch your soul again," I was like, "Pause."
Oh. Oh, there was a guy. If you watch, did you? So when you watch it, there's a guy behind them, and he had a sign. It said, he said, "Soul, snatch my soul."
Pause.
And then on the other side, it said Becky. It said something about Becky, and it was funny because it was like two signs in one. And I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty
No,
cool.
but I'm saying like if a man would have said that to another man, that shit would have been all over the internet. Like, hey, yo, pause. Like.
Oh my god. Oh
But
my god.
I thought that was fun. I like their promo a lot. Um, Adam
Well,
Pearce.
I feel like we should just get into the meat and the potatoes, and I feel like what everybody is kind of like going crazy about is Brock Lesnar's back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Honestly, I was like falling asleep a little bit, and then that happened, and I just like immediately, like if I had like a shot of coffee, immediately woke up, and it was just kind of like,
Like what the fuck?
yes. So what do you think about that, and what do you think is gonna happen? Like, do you think he's really retired, or he just did? It was a one-off, or?
Bruh, honestly, I think that they had to get that checkbook and put a good number on there to get him to fucking do this. Because I think that in his heart, WrestleMania, he retired. But I think that
Yeah, because he's really
but
emotional.
but the thing is that you got to understand is that what is it? Is it SummerSlam is in Minnesota this year or is it Survivor Series?
No, it's in Minnesota. I actually
SummerSlam,
want to
right?
go because we have family there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I've been asking my husband for like weeks. I'm like, hey, do you want to go to Minnesota and go to SummerSlam? No, maybe.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
Brock is from Minnesota.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think that when they had the original plan was to retire Brock probably in his home. But I think that when he did the retirement, I don't think that he told anybody. I think he just was like, I'm done.
I think so too.
'Cause
I feel like it was off script for sure.
Because remember, like even the reaction was like on commentary and like, you know, he took extra time off Mania. Like I'm sure somebody's match got cut or something.
Oh yeah, but even you could tell by like Paul Heyman's face. And then there was damn it, man. I'm gonna try to have that clip ready, but there was a point where Paul Heyman was somewhere and TMZ caught him and was like, hey, it was TMZ Sports, because you know they have like different sectors of TMZ.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, hey, Paul Heyman, like, how you doing today, blah, blah. Like, as he's, like, walking to the car, and he's like, hey, so, like, you know, was the Brock Lesnar retirement plan? Like, did you know about it? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it was off script because of the fact that, you know, you told me that he was, like, high-fiving people in the crowd, which he doesn't do that.
Never does that.
He was really emotional. He embraced Paul Heyman, you know, and I feel like men showing any type of emotion is not really normal, especially in this type of atmosphere. Commentary was shocked. I don't think Gorilla Position knew.
Fuck no.
Like, I genuinely think that was his real retirement.
Yes.
But do you think he came back to, like, humble him and just, like, leave again?
No.
Or do you think he's going to stay? Or he's going to do one more match?
I think that the original plan was, I said, to retire him in his home state. So regardless,
Not to Gunther.
right? I don't know, but I mean, now we don't know. Wait,
Please, I'm begging you, don't.
no, there's only one person that I do not want Gunther to retire, and that's Rey Mysterio. Gunther can retire whoever the fuck he wants.
But that's
just,
been like a achievement for like a
just
long
stay
time.
stay the fuck away from Ray. Like, please, bro. please, bro. I'm begging you. Stay away from Rey Mysterio, bro. Let Rey Mysterio retire how he wants to, bro. But so I think that was the original plan, and I think I don't know. This is just me speculating, but I think that Brock probably like hit them with a number that he didn't think that they would do, and then they were like.
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm sorry to like cut you off. But
No, you're
like,
good. I said what I had to say.
That happened to me before, where I didn't want to do a particular client, and this person like wanted me so bad, and I was like, yo, I don't want to work with this person, and I gave them like a crazy number, and they were like, yeah. I was like,
Fuck.
So sometimes like it happens like that.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, like, I think I don't know why. Obviously, we don't know, but if we just like speculate, like in my head, Brock Lesnar was like, I'm done. He probably told his family like, yo, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. I'm Brock Lesnar. I do what I want when I want. The only way I'll come back is for 10 million. And then like he probably like,
and sometimes you gotta be firm on that. People, you know?
Triple H called him and was like, yo, you know, SummerSlam in Minnesota, we're gonna need you. Yo, don't talk to me if you don't got 10 million. Let me make a phone call.
You think someone took a pay cut in the back?
Nah, cause I'm sure, bro. The thing about like TKO or just the WWE period, bro, they got money like the fucking oil reserves. So I think
you know, Ilya Dragunov got cut.
What?
Yeah,
he got released.
Yes, that was like.
There's no way.
I think so. I think so.
There's no way, because I didn't even hear about that or see anything about that.
Maybe I'm starting like a rumor.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think
Nah, bro. Don't do that to Dragunov.
Oh, no, he's still
Yeah,
active.
I was gonna say, don't do him like that.
Sorry.
He was on the Carmelo Hayes vacation. He just needed a little longer because, you know, he'd be going too hard.
Okay, sorry. Go back to what you were saying.
Damn.
Sorry.
Nah, it's all
My
good.
bad.
It's all good. I even forgot what the fuck
I was like, maybe they cut him to give him his paycheck.
No, I was saying that TKO or just WWE period, I'm sure like the money that they have to pay like their special attractions, like the money that they used to pay Lil Yachty isn't the money that pays is used to pay Austin Theory. You know, I'm sure there's like a separate budget for like special attractions, main event, you know, celebrities or whatever, like Rock and Cena and those people. Like, because I'm sure that would interfere with the bottom line if that was the case, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're making money hand over fist. I don't think that whatever they paid Brock
exactly is going to hurt anybody.
So where tie us in a bow for us. Where do you think this is headed? Because I don't really have anything else to say, any much input. I'm just still kind of in shock, and I don't know where if this was a one-off or if it's going to continue.
I mean, the way that it happened, it would have to continue because it's like it literally left like what? Why would he just come fuck him up and then just I'm still retired though? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know, because it's Brock Lesnar. He can do what he wants.
That is also true, but I don't know. That just wouldn't make sense, and like, you know, that would leave some money on the table. So I don't think that they would allow that. So obviously this is going to continue, and I'm sure it's going to continue to SummerSlam in Minnesota, where Brock Lesnar will either officially retire or keep going. I don't fucking know.
You know what I see Brock Lesnar doing, like a one-off? So did you watch any of the fights this weekend that was on Netflix?
Yeah.
How Jake Paul is basically turning into Plankton. We're gonna take over the world. like he definitely called out Dana White. He goes, Dana White, UFC, you guys are done.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this guy is literally Plankton.
Bruh.
Literally, he said, I have the Krabby Patty secret formula on live TV. I was just like, yo, this is absolutely crazy. But I can see him going there and doing like a one-off fight. And
did you
like Ronda did?
How did you? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because honestly, it's funny because, like, obviously I'm really into MMA too. So the talk of the MMA community was like how every fighter that was like past their prime looked like in amazing shape. They're like, I wonder if Netflix tested for this card. So if Brock could get on some shit, why not bring him out there for a fight? But I don't know if Brock could do a fight camp because he has the diverticulitis. So I don't think he can fight professionally. That's why he had to leave the UFC.
Well, I mean, what if he does and then just kind of like knocks him out like they did the first two fights? Just like, the first two fights, just pop, 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 knockout.
I don't know. I mean, but the thing is that, like, regardless, Netflix's MMA promotion, they still have to go through a governing body or a sanctioned athletic commission. So, like, if Brock Lesnar's not clean, or what I'm saying, or if they're just gonna bring out anything that can be perceived as fake, they would have to announce that to the public. So it's like, because they could get in trouble if they just brought out Brock and just brought out jobber number 3, a guy moving up 3 weight classes to fight Brock Lesnar. Like, they can get in trouble for that. It's funny though, because, like, obviously, this is a wrestling show, but just even to bring that up is like when obviously Kimbo Slice, rest in peace. So when Kimbo fought in this promotion, there was a guy who he fought, who I guess they said that in the contract, or the promoter told him, like, hey, if you don't throw any kicks in this fight, because that was Kimbo's weakness, was kicks and grappling. Like, that's why Kimbo would never really became a big star in MMA, because obviously a guy who's been training jiu-jitsu for like 10 years, a wrestler, would just take him down and just submit him. That, or they would throw like a kick because he was like
Oliveira.
Exactly, like they would just like a regular guy who's maybe not that good would look like Oliveira against Kimbo because he has like a lack of grappling, So a promoter told this guy, was like, hey, if you don't throw any kicks in this fight, we'll give you an extra X amount of dollars. And the dude went out there, and the first thing he did was throw a kick and knock Kimbo the fuck out.
Yo. That's funny.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
I need to go back and watch that.
Bro, that
sounds hilarious.
Nah, that shit was wild because the guy was like, yeah, bro, the first thing he did was bop, throw the head kick, and the dude had like pink hair, and like it was like a big thing. Everybody was like, yo, Kimbo got knocked out by a guy with pink hair.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Kimbo.
Wow. So let's do some predictions really quick on this main event, Saturday night's main event, because that's the next pay-per-view coming up. And then I just want to show you like 2 or 3 clips that I've saved that I feel like are, I mean, I have a lot of clips, but we're kind of running out of time, at least for me.
Yeah.
So rapid fire. So this is the main event card for Saturday night main event. So we have the Intercontinental Championship, Ethan Page versus Penta.
Ethan Page.
You already know who I'm going for.
Ethan Page is gonna beat him.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a great match, but I think that Penta is due for bigger and better things. And I think Ethan Page is perfect to hold down the Intercontinental title to eventually get it to Javon Evans so that he can become the youngest Intercontinental Champion. So, if we're following that trajectory, then Penta unfortunately has to drop this belt. But it's not a bad loss. It's something that's going to continue to push him forward.
Okay. So I'm going for Penta, and I definitely want to see the Mexican Destroyer on Ethan Page for sure. Maybe like through the table or something. I would like to see that. And little side cheeseman on Javon Evans. So this past Monday was actually his hometown, and they took him off the show.
I don't think they didn't take him off. They just didn't book him. They gave him a.
I actually have a guy that kind of like talked about it here in my clips, and he actually Javon actually made like a story post like talking about it, which I thought was even crazier. But
they're saying where he told everybody to pull up early if you want to see me wrestle.
Yeah. So basically, he was in a what they call a blackout match, so he wasn't on the show, which is crazy because he just fought Rusev the week before. So like, why wouldn't you just give that to him?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like
you did it for Trick.
but maybe they forgot, and then they had to like course correct
No.
because they shouted him out and said, "Oh, he's from here and whatever." I don't know. Honestly, missed opportunity.
Whatever. I thought that was so lame.
Missed opportunity because he could have just not been on the show before and then beat Rusev this week, and it would have been a huge win in his hometown and everything. But I mean, bro, regardless, the future is still very bright for him. So he can't be too butthurt about it. I mean, of course, we as the fans, we want to see him succeed and perform in his hometown, but it don't always happen like that.
Yeah, I just thought that was kind of grimy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a missed opportunity too, because you probably could have sold more tickets if you would have put him on the bill.
Yeah, the tickets actually went down. So I'll show you the clip. That's one of the clips that I do want to show to you. But we have the next match on the card. We have the World Tag Team Champions, The Vision versus the Street Profits. And before I get your opinion, I think the Street Profits are gonna lose.
Ooh.
So then they could finally go into breaking up the Street Profits.
Ooh.
How they've been teasing us for a really long time, which I would like to see Montez fight Seth and do some single stuff, and maybe put Montez and Dawkins against each other for and then after this fight, then we both go single, or we're cool, this never happened to me before, because I feel like if I had a friend that put their hands on me, I would never forgive them, and maybe I would forgive them, but I wouldn't fuck with them like that,
Yeah.
That's just me personally. But I've seen some people where that's happened to.
I don't know, but
where they fought and then they're still friends after. So maybe we could get like that type of outcome. So I'm kind of voting for the Vision to retain, so we can see either Montez be singles or Montez versus Dawkins. What do you think?
Actually, what's funny is I thought about that, but I didn't really think about that. When I first seen that match was announced, I just thought that they were gonna get the belts off of the Vision and kind of just go with the Street Profits and give them a reign and let them do their thing, and then maybe start to tease the dissension that way. But I like what you said, actually. I feel like that would be dope. Fuck it. I say the Vision to retain too. I'll agree with you on that one.
Okay, so the next match we have is the Women's Tag Team Champions. So it'll be Paige and Bree and the Irresistible Forces, which is Nia Jax and Lash Legend. To me, I feel like the Irresistible Forces are just gonna
belt to ass. Belt,
for sure.
Belt to ass. But the thing is that I like to have Bree and Paige on the show, but it's like if they lose the belts, what are they? I don't think they're gonna keep tagging. What are they gonna do? But at the same time, I feel like maybe Paige is I want to do something more serious now.
Well, I think them being tag team champions is not really adding anything. Yes, they're defending them, so they are defending champions, but they're not a Damien and R-Truth where they're adding commentary, they're being funny.
No, they're
being mischievous. They're
just coming out smiling, fighting the good fight. But it's all right. But then it's crazy because if you say that, it's they haven't even done anything to see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna break up or any dissension or anything. So I don't know. What's funny is now that you say that, now they might win. Now I feel like they might win because there's nothing happening there, so they might win to make something start happening. I don't know, but I would like to see.
I think I have a clip, which this is kind of I don't know if I saved it. I didn't save it, but I will have it ready for next week. The other twin posted that she's working out and she's doing front squats,
Nikki.
And her ankle, yes, Nikki she said she's getting ready for her comeback. So I feel like at this point, Paige, no hate, love you, girl, but your days are numbered.
In that tag team for sure. In that tag team for sure, she's out of there. But
because I feel like she just got thrown in there because of what happened.
But honestly, if they break this up, bro, throw Paige right into that women's intercontinental title picture. Paige versus
I would like to see.
Paige versus Becky Lynch. Come on, bro.
That I would like to see.
Come on now.
Okay. So the next match we have is a 6 women tag match. So it's Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Jade, and I watched Bobby Monsoon, and he likes to call this faction of Jade Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab Destiny's Child.
Yo.
I'm sorry, I just think that's the most funniest thing. But yeah, he calls them Destiny's Child, so that's what we got as the second to last match.
I
What
like
do you think?
they. You know what's funny is that they do look like a female R&B group though.
They do.
They do.
That they absolutely do.
They do.
I know Rhea is like kind of helping out Charlotte and Alexa because they need like a third man like they did for CM Punk. But where do you think this is gonna go?
I like the baddies to retain this one right here. I like the baddies to retain, or not to retain, but I like the baddies to win, and I actually like some dissension to break off between Charlotte Flair and Rhea again, and then maybe we can get that match. But then maybe that's when we can start to get the what did Charlotte call her? Blister? Blistler?
Is that what you?
Some shit like that. It was funny on SmackDown. But
I'm gonna have to go back and watch because I didn't remember that part.
Maybe that could start their dissension. So I'm gonna go with Jade and Michin and Be Fabulous.
Okay, so you're going for Destiny's Child. I'm indifferent, but if I had to choose, I would definitely go for the Rhea Ripley gang because obviously I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan. I think she's gonna win the match for them, and Charlotte. That they kind of already planted the seed of like kind of breaking up Charlotte and Alexa. Mm-hmm. So since neither of them got the win, it's gonna look like it's gonna be someone's fault, like they did for Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
Remember, Alexa got eliminated, and they never played off of that angle.
What, Raquel too?
And Raquel too. Bro, I've been waiting for that because for 2 weeks they're like, oh yeah, we gotta talk about something, and then they talk about something else, and I'm like, so we're not gonna address the elephant in the room? Oh yeah, we're gonna address it, and they start talking about something else, and I'm like, no.
Y'all not gonna talk about it,
and they never did.
But the Judgment Day is like that '70s show crew. They probably all high as hell. They probably she probably forgot.
Eating their chicken nuggets.
Right. Yeah, they probably forgot.
And then last but not least, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
That's the last match?
The last match. I don't know if it's gonna go in this order. It's just this is the list.
That's it?
Yeah, it's Saturday night's main event. It's only 2 hours, so this is fine. 5 matches. This sounds about right.
Okay. So Ruka getting the main event.
So let's go Ruka and Becky Lynch. Who you got?
So Ruka.
I would like to see So Ruka too, but I also can see Becky Lynch just being like, you bit off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that as well, but I don't know. I think that I could see a shock. Oh, So Ruka upset the world by beating Becky Lynch, shocked the world, or type of joint. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I could see that maybe at Saturday night's main event, because remember, she beat Bayley at Saturday night's main event.
Oh, I mean, well, Bayley's been buried, so.
Oh my goodness.
There is that.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's talk about Malachi Black first. Fuck that. Put that one up. That one.
This one?
That's some spicy shit.
This one, them signing up to AEW?
They signed again to AEW?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I wanted to start off with what we talked about last week. Remember you were talking to me about this guy?
Oh, all right, wait. Oh!
About Red Food.
That's him?
I found him. I didn't send it to you because I wanted to surprise you, but I found him.
Oh, okay.
I found Red Food. Remember you were telling me the whole thing? And then I had to go back and watch it, and then I found this, and I was like, oh my God. But,
All right. No, you got me.
Let's be nice to him.
Bro, I mean, we're not saying anything mean.
I'm just going to try not to laugh.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry to this man.
I was sitting front row of Monday Night Raw, and Corey Graves and Dominic Mysterio just embarrassed me on national television. Watch this. Okay, so I'm right there, right? Dom singles me out, comes up to me, and starts just talking shit for no reason. Look at him just talking shit, bro. And then listen to what Corey Graves says.
You're just a guy from that, dude. Sexy, and I know it, man.
Corey Graves, I don't know what you tried to start, bro, but by saying I look like LMFAO, that's mad disrespectful. I look way better than him, okay? Even streamers are reacting to it and calling me LMFAO.
Sexy and I know it, man. Rent food, didn't he retire or something? I mean, I know what Corey's talking about, but I'm old. No, I know exactly what he's talking about.
It's not that funny. And then this girl goes to pull up an image of him.
That guy, here, you'll notice him to show you.
I look nothing like him.
That's Sky Blue.
I know it.
That's Sky Blue.
Front row of Monday Night Raw.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this his name on Instagram is called Pop the Chain, and when this popped up on my timeline, I was like, "Yo, Gabrielito's gonna go crazy after this clip."
Bro, that shit make me laugh so hard, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and even the comments, even in the comments, people are like, "Yo, it's
Bro,
just a
but I feel like he was
You take it
being
way too personal.
no. I feel like he was being satirical.
You think he was being like
Of
funny?
course.
I don't know,
Bro, look, bro,
it sounds like he was in his feelings.
Bro, this guy has a face that he can take a joke. Like I don't know.
And he's wearing meta glasses. It
Yeah,
just tells me everything I need to know.
I'm saying like go on his page, and I'm sure he's being funny. I'm sure that he's being satirical about it. I don't think that he's being serious about it.
Oh, this person says, I'm confused. I thought they couldn't do reaction vids anymore, but she's still doing them. I mean, yeah, they're a good point there. I do have some clips talking about that, but I don't know if we have enough time for that. You gotta go the next week's Raw and sit in the same exact spot and wear your I don't run that shit. I don't run it shirt. They just started something. I guess he's trying to say like playing to the LMFAO. He just goes to the next show in the same exact spot and wear cheetah print. That's what he should do.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, because that was funny as fuck. I can't lie. But
That's funny too. I always thought LMFAO looked like Carlito, and it's true.
What the
He does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just this was really funny, and when I found him, I was like, yo, Gary doesn't have a field day.
Sorry for party rocking.
Yeah. So this girl, I don't know how this happened, but if I can have one thing, I would have Rhea Ripley give me the riptide.
That's
So
the one. That's the one move you would take.
Oh, for sure. Give me the riptide, and then you know how she pins them like facing on top of you, with her butt up. Give me that. So I don't know how this happened, but
I'm so scared.
Rhea, what are we doing?
Hopefully not dying. We're gonna do a rip flash today. Let's see how this goes. I don't take this move, so I don't know. That was like super good. Like I'm not.
Yo.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah. No, I'm looking at your comment. I'm like, yo.
Oh yeah, for real. This is like my dream right here. Give me the riptide next, for sure.
That's crazy.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, what Auntie talking about?
Oh, I actually got 2 videos on her, so let's see why did I save this one?
I'm not afraid to defend my title against you. And you know what? Let's fight right now, come on!
But didn't we?
Back down.
But didn't they?
Hold your horses, pal.
But I could have.
Pump the brakes. You are leading the way.
But didn't they just?
Champion, you're ready to go right now. Me? I am.
So basically, I don't know why she was confused, but I was like, what's the confusion? It's cero medio. It's cero medio, girl. Like, what the hell?
Miedo, cero,
Yeah.
miedo.
That's hilarious.
But, all right.
So, Nick, this is Nick Khan, right?
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. I always get them confused.
Yeah.
I think that they're brothers, but they're not.
They're not.
So they are now officially signed with AEW again. I don't watch the show, so I don't know if they've officially have made their appearance, because I feel like I would have seen it on the internet. But they're back,
bro. It's crazy though, cause like this. So MJF, he did an interview with Ariel Helwani, and bro, MJF, like I love MJF because he just is like the most 100 wrestler. Like he just keeps it 100. Like you ask him something, and he's like, "Yep." So Ariel Helwani was like, "Oh." Cause they were talking about how like people go to AEW and then they just use AEW to get back to WWE. So he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, oh, like yeah, bro. It's annoying because it's like a lot of guys think that they're gonna brother their way to the belt, and he's like, bro, like you gotta get through me. You gotta get more over than me, and that's not gonna fucking happen. So the Ariel Helwani was like, all right, so give me an example of somebody who you feel tried to use AEW as a stepping stone. And he was like, bro, for me, the number one is Malachi Black. Well, Aleister Black.
His name before.
So he got released from WWE, and then was in AEW as Malachi Black. Mm-hmm. And he was in AEW. He was doing his thing, but the second that he had an opportunity to get back to WWE, he slid. Like he was out. So like MJF was just like, yeah, like he tried to use AEW as a stepping stone to get back to WWE, and then ends up getting released, and now wants to come back to AEW. So I just wonder how the locker room is going to perceive him when he comes back to AEW.
That should be some interesting cheese, man. But this person wrote, I don't know if this was like, well, I guess it's a direct quote from
Tony?
This con.
Tony Khan?
I don't think I've ever seen a talent go back and forth. So they're officially signed with AEW.
Oh,
shout out to Nico Extra One.
You're tripping. Andrade? Bro, Andrade went from AEW from WWE.
Oh yeah. I remember that whole thing. He got cut, and then the next day he was on AEW. But then there was like a stipulation to where non-compete, so where he can't go to another promotion for a certain amount of days until that contract is officially over, and then he got booted off of AEW,
bro.
And it was a mess.
So it's funny because this show was Andrade's debut in AEW, and then I was also there when he made his return to AEW, so I was just like, hilarious. I was like, oh, that's just funny, bro. Like I'm just always here for everything for this man.
So here we got CM Punk working out. We don't need the music, but I'm actually like really happy for him because, not to like make fun of him or nothing, but I've always felt like, why doesn't nobody have a physique like Roman? And I know that's like really hard to stay that disciplined when you're on the road and all the things going on. But I'm happy that he's taking his health serious because he's whether if he's on peptides or not, like he looks good.
Yeah, no, I feel like Punk got it together. Like he got like his body back, because Punk was never a body guy. Like Punk always kind of looked the same,
Yeah, it always looked kind of soft.
It was always skill, it was always his skills and shit like that. So after Mania 40, I feel like not Mania 40, but 43. He was in great shape. I feel like going into the match with Roman, and
So his trainer is called
what's this?
Jay for I don't know how to pronounce his
I would say
Instagram, and he is a coach and letting people know how to get lean after 40. So
hey, shout out to him.
Yeah, so
shit.
This is his trainer.
If he training CM Punk, we don't need no fucking shout out from us. He good.
Yeah, but look, he looks good. He used to have a belly.
Yeah, I told you.
Really good.
I told you going into Mania, he was in great shape. People were trying to say that he was on some shit.
He probably is. No offense.
I mean, bro, he's.
I live in LA where everybody is on either Ozempic. The new version of Ozempic that everybody's on here is called retatrutide. So it basically gives you the effects of Ozempic. So it suppresses your appetite, so you're able to withstand being in a calorie deficit, but it doesn't eat up much muscle mass. So you're able to not only build muscle but retain the muscle, because when you're on Ozempic, it eats up your muscle and your bone. So, but it's either to me, it's like would you rather be in the ground or lose a little bit of muscle and bone?
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
this is like a life or death situation. Like I would risk it for that. So, but yeah, it's Ozempic, Retta, True Time, and then a lot of people are taking a bunch of like peptides.
Yeah.
now.
People gotta be careful with them peptides, boy.
Also disclaimer. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just.
You're just telling
I be listening and I hear and.
You're just telling
this
it,
is what I heard.
telling it how it is.
Allegedly, okay.
Just-
YouTube. I'm not giving any medical advice.
Just telling it how it is.
So Piper Niven got surgery. It looks what it looks like.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Get well
so-
soon, Pipe.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
You know, shout out to her. It's crazy that they.
It was like a neck thing with her, right?
Yeah, she had a neck. I guess she had neck surgery because that
Mm-hmm.
was her. Congratulations to Io Sky, which I didn't even know her husband was on NXT.
What? That's her husband is evil.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't.
Naruku.
Okay,
Naruku.
but in New Japan, he was just known as Evil. Like that was like his name for a long time. That's great, bro. I did not fucking
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, they got married.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what everybody
Yeah.
calls him. Evil.
How cute is this picture?
Wow, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like when I look at people like Io Sky, like Asuka, like I just imagine them as asexual. Like I don't like. Obviously, they're beautiful women, but I just like don't even think about them dating or anything like that. You know. Like
Yeah,
so,
but she's married.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. That actually surprised the
They
shit
look
out
so
of me.
cute in their picture too.
Yes.
Right with the
Yes.
flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to Evil.
I didn't look at his hair. Like that's all his hair.
Yeah, Evil is the man though. He's really good. He was a New Japan World Heavyweight Champion too. So
Wow.
yeah, a lot of good Japanese stars are actually coming on their way to WWE.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit you with this last one, and then I gotta.
Oh
skedaddle.
wait, actually, I would rather talk about this before we leave, just because this is actually something that's very, very important. I don't know if you
Overbearing
heard.
problem?
No, I don't know if you heard that WWE is bringing back house shows.
Yeah. I saw. I saw they added a bunch of dates.
Yeah,
I don't know who in the back spoke up. but-
Okay, I feel like if you listen to Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan on the What Do You Want to Talk About, Cody was like, yeah, like if I feel like you would be right there with me if like, you know, we wanted to start it. But all right, just I know you got to go, but just my take on it, the reason that they're bringing back the house shows is not because they want to, is because I feel like when it comes to TKO, all these wrestlers that they released was over Triple H when they released them. But the way that TKO did it was like, oh, you're not using them, so why are we having them? There's no return on this investment, so we're going to cut them. So I think they're bringing back the house shows is to keep these wrestlers like, oh, to justify people's salaries. Like, oh, this guy hasn't been on TV in 3 weeks. Oh, but this guy was just on 4 house shows. Okay, you know, like, so I think that that's the reason that they're bringing back the house shows is to protect the wrestlers.
I think it's because they're honestly. I think that too many people are not, and this could go from any superstar on the roster, both Raw and SmackDown. A lot of people are not. I agree with Cody. Like I feel like the more you do something, the better you're gonna be at it. So if
Yes.
you don't do it as often, no matter how much you, because you know your discipline outside the ring matters.
Yes.
And you know Roman Reigns, like you were speculating, which I think he does. I think he has a ring in his backyard, but you know. He doesn't look like he missed a step, and I feel like if you're not practicing constantly and you're just working out, you lose it.
And
So that's why fighters train so hard. No matter what, they're constantly grappling, they're constantly doing strides, they're constantly doing this
but
leading up to the fight.
But also the thing about wrestling is that with wrestling is like your thing is the crowd. So it's like if you have a chance to practice in front of a paying customer, it can do a lot of things. Like all right, like a lot of things can start on a house show. Like for example, when I went to the house show here, Carmelo Hayes had a match, and Carmelo Hayes came out and he like cut like a fucking sick promo before the match started. So I'm like, I wonder if he does it at house shows, and then like they pick up on it. All right, we can start doing this on TV. They can start testing different
Like
things.
a test.
Exactly, they can start testing different things. Maybe they can put a guy that they wouldn't normally put in a main event. Like maybe they might put him in a main event because they're in his home state. and then like, oh shit, he did great in that main event. Maybe we can start writing him into something more serious or like. So I think that's the benefit of house shows, and on top of that too, it gives people like us an affordable chance to see the WWE.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll get to go to one. A lot of times they don't have. Well, they do have a Monday Night Raw coming up, so we'll see. But that one's gonna be on TV, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But I'm happy that they're gonna do that because I feel like it gives an opportunity for everybody to go too.
Yes.
As well.
Yes, exactly. And
Benefits
Vaughn Evans
everybody.
isn't even wrestling on Monday Night Raw. If I've ever seen a case of company malpractice, this is absolutely insane. There is no.
Shout out to Alan Owens. That's
yo,
his,
Javon looks
video.
Javon looks so sad in this video.
He does look really
Oh,
sad.
man.
way that TKO just saw the reaction that we had for Trick Williams in Columbia, South Carolina, and thought, we're in Greensboro, North Carolina. We have one of the hottest young stars on our company. Let's give him the dark match before Monday Night Raw. And I showed you guys, right now it's $60 to get into Monday Night Raw.
Bro, that's a steal. Because you know how much the tickets are here for LA for Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, probably
The
like
nosebleeds
100.
are $150.
God damn.
Yeah, it's a total scam.
Yeah.
Pick. Once I saw Javon's story, I was like, all right, let me go check out the prices again. It's under $50 now to get in. I think that these people are realizing, yo, we're all coming here for the young OG. We're all coming here to see our guy, and now they're realizing, oh, it's just gonna be a quick dark match, and we're out here. Some people aren't even gonna show up till 8 o'clock when the show starts. Some people didn't even see his story and won't know that he's the dark match. If they don't figure out a way how to get him on TV, hopefully wrestling in front of his hometown crowd for television, that's crazy. Vaughn Evans.
Hey, you like this post too,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah. But there'll be a lot of other opportunities. I just don't like to see him sad like that.
Okay. Last thing is I know you're a basketball fan, so Danhausen at MSG after he cursed the Cavs.
Yo. Yeah, hey, Danhausen is making his way into popular media, man. He is.
Yeah, he cursed them.
Yeah, he is doing his shit.
He cursed them.
Yo.
All right, so that's pretty much all I have time for today as far as clips. I do have a lot more in the archive, so we will reconvene.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So if you have any other thoughts you want to go ahead and mention, if not, just take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dominican DropKick. We're gonna be together soon, so y'all get ready to see, the brother and sister in person. So
Hopefully maybe we could do like a live stream or something.
Yeah, I got a place where we could film the podcast at too.
Okay.
So
Well, this was a great show, and thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Gabrielito, for being here. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We did get 1 new subscriber, so shout out to you. We're at 6. Woo!
I thought we're at 7, bro. Don't do that.
7.
Don't ever play yourself. Everybody counts, bro.
Everybody
counts.
Actually, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Come on now.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. Con mucho amor.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to everybody. We love wrestling. We love y'all. We out.